If you just stumble across the channel, it's probably because somebody hit that like button before. And for those of you who hit that like button, comment, and subscribe, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
The fever's taking hold. Oh. My pulse thunders a wild heart plea. All coins flicker, they're calling to me. War shadow trembles, my senses ignite. Craving the chaos, I lose my fight. Crypto fever, it scorches my soul. All coins pull me, I lose control. I quiver with one, break every vow. FOMO's embrace consumes me now. My skin prickles with a reckless thrill. Hype siren song, it bends my will. War drums pound, my heart's ablaze. I plunge headlong in a dizzy haze. Crypto fever, it scorches my soul. All coins pull me, I lose control. I quiver with one, break every vow. FOMO's embrace consumes me now. My breath hitches, the charts explode. Desire surges down a reckless road. Every spike tempts, I shed my fear. A FOMO temptress, I draw near. Crypto fever, it scorches my soul. All coins pull me, I lose control. I quiver with one, break every vow. FOMO's embrace consumes me now. The fever's taking hold. FOMO queen, I'm lost in the flow.
Quiver as war drums roar. Israel and Iran rocking the floor. Trump hurls more before those key. Traders grip coins where the shadows creep. Oh, crypto war blazes ripping through the haze. Charts tumble down in the fiery blaze. Clutch my stack as the bombs ignite. Crypto war blazes holding through the fight. Yeah. News explodes, prices reel and sway. All coins crash in the battle's fray. Yeah. For those dusters, the panic's tide. Traders push on with a stubborn pride. Oh, oh, crypto war blazes ripping through the haze. Charts tumble down in the fiery blaze. Clutch my stack as the bombs ignite. Crypto war blazes holding through the fight. Yeah, it ain't me folding when the charts decline. It ain't me running from the battle line. Stand my ground.
That's good, Road Dog. I can hear you.
Thanks, Sean.
It's so stupid.
Crypto war blazes, ripping through the haze. Charts tumble down in the fiery blaze. Clutch my stack as the bombs ignite. A crypto war blazes, holding through the fight. A crypto war blazes, fading to the moon. Rising from the wreckage where the tough are born. Keep me rolling. Keep me rolling. Keep me rolling. Keep me rolling.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Holy crap, did that just happen? We actually do that on time? Wow, man, and nobody clapped about it. Where'd the clapping hands go, Sean? Everything was almost perfect. Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Late Night Crypto, the Road Dog. We're taking a look at Bitcoin, as Bitcoin is doing pretty good. I can't bitch about it. I'm here on the 6 minute, and as we can see, we're slowly making these higher highs and higher lows. Drew a little trend line there from candle tops to candle top to this area, and appears that we have got what we might appears to be a breakout. Another one. We had so many on this. I mean, look, a breakout. Oh no, well, okay. Oh, look, a breakout. Oh, well, but we're gradually making those higher highs and higher lows. So might be coming back to retest that again and bounce on up. Who knows for sure? But it sure does look like she's a try. Zoom out just a little bit, because we should always zoom out, and we just reclaimed, or working on reclaiming this 200 moving average. I guess we're still technically testing it, so we haven't closed a candle above it. But that will be officially bullish if we do close a candle above it, and we'll say, hey, and hopefully we can keep it. Will we keep it? I'm a little doubtful. It's not a bad thing. It's just that we got all these moving averages down here that need to cross too. So unless we got like a really, really strong day tomorrow, like they just pump us up tomorrow, we might suffer, just might get our little higher high in here and then come back and visit and then go back on up again, something like that. It all doesn't have to happen at once, but there's a few things we want to keep our eye on here. This is a rising, even on the smaller time frames there, that's a rising pattern, right? Technically that's bearish. Now my preferred way to look at this is as a channel. Other people will have different ways to look at it, and a lot of people will come and squeeze the tips. Oh man, my tip squeezer disappeared. What happened? Squeeze the tip. Who uses black lines? Sean? My goodness. Squeeze the tip, and you get some might argue it might be a rising wedge, blah blah blah. Rising patterns typically bearish unless they break bullishly in the wrong direction, which can lead to a parabolic move. You know what else can lead to a parabolic move? Some respects of these 236 Fibonacci areas right there. So it's looking kind of interesting here from where we snipped down to 98,000. I hope you guys bought some of that. By my trend lines, we lost something, came back up, reclaimed it, retested, and then bumped our little happy frog asses up here to 106, and then kind of went sideways. And now the news coming in with the F-bombs, Trump still dropping them F-bombs and making this market react. And man, you got watching this man work is just like I'm just like, he just goes in and just, we have a ceasefire. It just goes out and it just forces them into that wasn't what we were going to do. I guess we're doing a ceasefire now. And it's very interesting to watch how he works. He just commands the stage. And he's a true negotiator. A true negotiator. My goodness. Anyway, we still got a lot of crap going on there. Maybe they'll do it for real this time. A lot of miscommunication, but to see him lose his cool about it. But he had some good words about them. He knows exactly what to say and what not to say. People think he's a loose cannon, but he's a lot smarter than people give him credit for. So we still got this area at 103 that we haven't come back to test yet. And hopefully maybe we don't do it for a while, because I'm cool with taking some profits as we go up. Some people are looking for us to go crazy, and who knows? Best thing to do, I think, is kind of zoom out on Bitcoin. Good thing is it's had favorable reaction for all coins. We'll look at total 3 there. It's looking a lot more promising now. Yeah, a little bit more promising. Remember, it may be short-lived, though. That's what we got to keep in the back of our minds here. Seems like I already got enough of those little price tags there. So we do seem to be ranging, and I just locked something. You can also use this fixed range volume profile guide to kind of dial in this range a little bit. And it's suggesting that we come up to 108.6. I think that is also one of the areas we're looking at too. Actually, I have it on this chart. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I fib out when you guys aren't around. I just fib the freak out. I just can't keep my hands off my fibs. Just play with my fibs all day long. Watching us get through these areas, that is cool. That is cool. I'm on the 4 hour. You're seeing me skip around a lot. Squirrel. All right, so what we want to see, since we made a lower low, we need to be showing a higher high. Now, we knocked this guy out, okay? Just barely. We might still have some more uppiness going for it. If I was to guesstimate where we might be headed to solidify that, and it doesn't have to, but I would hope it might be 107.6 right here. So that's the first place I'm looking at based on what is just recently done. And that should also kind of coincide with this fib area here, to swing high, to swing low, and that's right at our 886 area, right? So we're expecting maybe a good, maybe go up a little bit more there, baby, a little bit more, and that would be a fine area for it to say, well, that's enough for me right now. I need to take a break, come back a little bit, regain her strength, maybe retest 103. We don't know, but how she'll react there. Maybe it wants to go and take this guy out. That could happen too. Let's back her up and see what that bigger story says. That still puts us in an area of strong rejection. But just knocking this guy out is pretty good. Doing that one's a bonus points, and coming up here and going for the gusto. I personally don't think that'll happen. I'm definitely be wrong. But we'll keep our eye on this. In the meantime, altcoins are feeling kind of frisky, and look at how they're doing over here on the daily. Starting to show some turnaround here on altcoins, looking a little bit better, starting to get some recapture some ground here. Look at you, syrup. I think I got my syrup straightened out. Maple, used to be maple. I think I got screwed in that deal somehow. I don't like it when projects change their tokenomics and all this stuff unless they're burning them, and even then it tells you that they screwed up in the beginning, or they wouldn't have to burn them to correct a mistake, doesn't it? That's how I read it. So we can argue at a breakout out of Bitcoin here, and you can make a little local breakout. We got some hope. I'm looking for 107. See what happens there. I got my little limit order set up for my plays, because I've been over this before, how I kind of structure things. But it's nice to load up down here and just be taking profits as she goes up, and that's my game plan. Here we are looking at total 3, and we got a little breakout, local breakout here, we could say. We're testing this purple line. That should be a 0.5 Fibonacci area. Biggest thing is that we got above this little orange line. We talked about that, and we're getting far away from it. further the better. I want to get away from that little guy. We got some hope going here for altcoins. Maybe another 20 billion coming in over the next day or two, maybe, unless something happens tomorrow and they say, hey, gotcha, suckers. They like to do that kind of thing. Today's Tuesday. It usually sets the trend for the week, and if they haven't started dumping us yet, well, cross our fingers. Tomorrow's still Wednesday. We'll see what they do on Hump Day. They like to screw us on Hump Day. Just watch, but they're already working on a weekend plan. I guarantee you, there's a plan in action setting us up for how they're going to play us on the weekend. These are the places where I like to start looking for taking some profits on these altcoins since they're starting to do good. I'm going to come over here to total 3. And while I'm over here in this boring industry land over here, 17 people, beautiful people hanging out with me, which I will say hello to. I'm going to put my little request marker in for your altcoins. So if you got any altcoin requests, put it under there. That way when I come back from talking about all this stuff and everything, I can find it. Just looking quickly, this is looking good. I like to look at this on the 4 hour for altcoins. I think that's a great time frame to kind of get a good feel for what can be happening over the next few days compared to what has happened over the last few days. And I believe I'm going to take some of these older areas out. Some of these trend lines make this not look as confusing. This was the biggest one that I was paying attention to. We broke it and we regained it. You little tricky bastard, you do that kind of stuff. I'm going to put them little woolly booger eyes back on you again. It was cute. Have you looking forward there. So local channel that we're in, and they're fun, man. We can go off of one end and go back to the other, and go to one end and should come back to the other wherever we hit. I've got this little green line here. That's normally, let me back up and see what we got here. We're going from this direction now. Oh man, somebody's drunk driving over here on the fibs or on the tools. We are, and this is important to me, we are at the 0.5 Fibonacci. This is the make or break line, and we're trying to make it. We didn't just immediately lose it. We're trying to do it. So there's some hope for altcoins here. She's going to have to fight for it a little bit. But in evaluating this market and momentum and whether it looks more promising or not, this is a crucial step right here in this area. Closing the candle on this particular time frame above there would be a great sign, and then we can start to work some of these higher areas. So immediate next one, if we can get there, 842 billion. So looks like a possible little V-shaped type style recovery here after all that nastiness happened there over the past weekend. Shame on them, dirty little market makers. Take advantage of us retail people the way that they tried to do, get everybody scared, sell all of their altcoins so they can just turn and pump them right back up. Sounds like a playbook that I've seen wash, rinse, and repeat ever since I've been here in crypto, and I think after a while you start getting used to it. And then you can be on the other side with the market makers. Maybe that's why I'm a bottom feeder. I love the feed on them bottoms. Ain't nothing like a nice juicy bottom to feed on. I'm just saying. Whether it be rounded or pointy. And those pointy ones can be tricky though. Sometimes they're... Let's just change the subject, shall we? Ladies and gentlemen, let me come over and say hello to everyone. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. Keep me on track here. We'll start looking at some altcoins now since they look kind of like they want to try to do something, and have to take a look at them individually. As soon as I can get the chat to come up here, I will continue to... I will commence. The word of the day is commence, to say hello. We're listening to some... what are we listening to here? Yeah. Okay. I'll still swing with it. We got Ave Medina being firsty. How's it going, Ave? Good to see you. Congratulations on being number one tonight. As soon as I find my clappy hands, I'll give you the clap. We got Soul. Shout out to Soul. How's it going, Soul? Duality C. Bullish on Parade, good to see ya. If you enjoy the music, there are new releases, and I put one out last night after the show, which is sober. That's it's got a different. They're not all about just totally being here and trading in the market. Sometimes there's stories about how this market affects you or could affect you, struggles in other ways. Altcoins are crying, hold the line, and so over to the latest releases that we've got out here on the, whether you stream on Spotify or wherever, or the Road Dog Crypto Topic channel over there. 33 subscribers. Finally, it's growing up a little bit. I guess I should go ahead and show this Tangem wallet. You'll see the airplane going around, just subliminally suggesting into your mind, DAWG dog. So if you ever decide to get one, download the app or go to the website. You just remember to use that code to save you some money. That's all we're trying to do. I'm going to free program your subconscious mind. That's for the algorithm. We were saying hello before we saw a squirrel and started chasing it. I'll come back to the chat now. Continue saying hello. There's Joe, Trade Intuition. I'm here. Is the turkey ready? The turkey's here. How's it going, Joe? Good to see you. Joe's fellow YouTuber. You don't know him? Well, don't hang around here very much because I talk about him a lot. Joe's a mentor in the trading group that I first signed up for. I don't think he was there the first time I was there, but when I came back around, actually when I first started this channel, he was there, and he had the coolest charts, dude. He knows TradingView like the back of his hand. Solid information out there teaching the TA, teaching how to do this and the mindset behind it. What are you thinking in the moment? Giving the thought processes behind everything. And this is, you need, if you're trying to learn, you need to go see Joe. I learned a lot by watching Joe. And see, then I don't know, and then I lose the chat again. I'm starting to see a pattern how this is happening here. Oh, the cowbell. We did not do the ceremony. That's what's throwing the whole game off. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first night in a long time that I remember I didn't even remember. Thank you, so we left the cowbell out. The sacred cowbell cleans the air. We got to ring the cowbell. Clean the air. Grab your ding-a-lings, give them a fling, make them sing. It'll put a smile on your face. I promise. Put smiles on mine every time I played my ding-a-ling. For real. I ain't lying. There's Brackets Adventures. How's it going there, Strega? I guess we're still stuck on this kind of Chris Isaac vibe, aren't we? All right, so can you look at Say? We can take a look at that. It says John Frisbee. Hey, thanks for being here on the show. Chris Isaac. A little bit of an Elvis flair there, but
For those of you out there that hit that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
now, I'm telling you, you got to warn me before you send the spook of Elvis, man. I think this turkey's going to have a heart attack on his screen by Elvis. So I'm coming with you, Elvis. I'm coming, Elvis. Oh, my Lord. If you get that, you're probably about as old as I am. Anyway, Bullish on Bray says Joe for president. Eat more chicken. All right, so I think I said hello to everybody, right? Haven says dog, please. Oh, the dog go to the moon, or was that the one? I hope that one's doing good. Got that in a airdrop. AI turkey bot. Hey, there's Sicario. How's it going, my man? Not your keys, not your crypto. Get a Tangem wallet today. I agree. And Avi says, I see Doge keeps Pearson Lucy, and are you using those? They're kind of insightful. They really are. Those moving averages on the daily, huh? Well, that's a pretty good sign. If prices there on the daily, that should be support. And hopefully Lucy's above the 800. Well, let's take a look at some altcoins right now. Let's get into the nitty gritty. Let's take a look at Say. That one's been having a pretty good run lately. Thank God, because it looked like it was dead. It looked like it gave up the go. Oh, wow. Holy crack-a-moly. What did I just run into here? What's going on? Y'all having a party without me. What's... Wow. Okay, Say. Well, when we zoom out on Say, which I'm going to do, I'm coming to the daily here on Say, we have cleared the 236 Fibonacci. Remember, that's why I put him on there. It's important. So we can get all these little guys out of here. Let's clean this up a little bit. Because we flipped the script. We're still, that one's still, are you still valid? We'll keep that on there. Let me back up that last little trend line there. We're looking at that idea. Woo, baby, them suckers are, yeah, no, they always up. I feel like I draw those things and people roll their eyes like, oh my God, he's doing another megaphone. Oh my God. kind of like the people with the flags, I guess. But I'm telling you, baby, it opens up a wide range of future possibilities for that price to go to. I like them. All right, so let's zoom down to the 4 hour here. We got above this red line, and looks like we came up here, fought with it a little bit, retested it. Cool. Ichimoku Cloud's over here looking happy. She's ready to rock and roll. So 36 cents is our next little target area for here, man. And really where we need to be concentrating on, in my personal opinion, is 43. And I got it marked over here. Sounds crazy. We might get there from here, but I'm not saying it's going to happen all at once. I'm curious what they're going to do. Remember, this is Tuesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday, hump day. And things are looking good so far. Doesn't mean that we're going to go straight. But then again, hey, man, you don't never know, right? But, we play cautiously. I would avoid chasing. Because that's what you want to do at these points, is to chase. And to keep, I want to add more to my bags now because it's up. I want to add now. Let me go ahead. It's up. It's going up. It cleared the level. It did clear that level. That's one of the things that we look for. But the best places are any kind of retest that we get. I don't know. We'll see that immediately. But we now completed or confirmed double bottom, a W pattern. It's got a measure move that takes us right up around this area of 40 cents there. Well, I mean, you're just measuring the channel, baby. That's all you're doing, is just measuring the channel. Whoa, snap. A little higher than I thought. 42 cents. Gives us reason to go right up there, doesn't it? Moving averages look good for, say, I like what I'm seeing here. Come down to the smaller time frames just to see what she's trying to do. 36 is what we're shooting for, baby. She's breaking bullish. This is a bearish pattern, This is a bearish pattern. It's a naughty one. Naughty. And she broke out and retested it, and so this could be the start of a nice parabolic move. Maybe she can get past 36. That would be amazing. For anyone that was getting into this down here near these moving averages where it was kind of convoluted and all that stuff, any of the breakout ideas down here toward the bottom of the trend lines, anybody that got in down through here, this little W pattern, double bottom at the bottom of the trend line, all these little things are what I look like saying, that looks juicy. I'm having a hard time not buying that. Those are that's what I look for. Not everybody does that. A lot of us do, but not everybody. And you can do it confirmations or whatnot. And from there, 21 cents to where we are now. If you still got a position in there, 56% gains, possibly up to 74% gains if we make that 36 cent area. Oh my gosh, how many songs of this guy do we have? Wow. We're gonna crank up the mood now. We're gonna thug it up in here. All right, so I'd like to say I actually do kind of like that. That's looking good. Let's take a look at Dog. There's Doge. We're gonna take a look at Doge too, but I think it's Dog Go to the Moon. No, that's not it. There's just Dog. I might have to clarify that if I get the wrong one. There is a Dog USDT on BitGet, which is at 0.003. And to me, this looks like an ABC correction happening here. It looks like the textbook ABC correction here, the run-up. Oh, that's a nice angle. Did you do something here? Looks like you broke it and then regained it. Did you? Yeah, right there, bear trap. I'll lock that on you. So, I mean, the most important thing, I mean, is this little move down here. And we probably got a 618 area respected right there. Yeah, this looks good. Sounds crazy right now, but we got two guys, little targets right here. 0.006 and 0.0075 on this little guy. Sounds crazy now, but really what we've just established is one of them fun oh my God, don't roll your eyes again, please. Don't, stop it. Oh God, not another. That's dude. That's just one way to look at it. I'm saying there's lots of resistance in the way. This is where I get too many lines on my chart, though, by going over these ideas, but I do respect trend lines and everything, as well as fibs. So we don't have a breakout from this guy yet, so that's kind of what we're looking at now. So it might get rejected right up there at those areas, 0.004. So you got to be cautious about that, but that's cool. So if we do get rejected, we would be looking for it to come down and, you know, probably make some kind of double bottom, high or low, preferably. So that's what we could be seeing if we do get that rejection this week. Maybe a comeback. Not too bad. As far as gains is what we can get from where we are now, just up there is about 83%, 97, and if we wanted something just on the way, like, oh, that's, I don't trust that, well, then you'd be looking at your typical target, your 618, and then, you know, your 786 area up here, 0.0045, 0.0005, and that's just not very much to go from right here, 13, 15, 20%. Not a good display. So that's what I kind of get out of this one. Nice little rounding shapes going over here. Nice little bigger rounding shapes. I'm on the 4 hour too, man. It should be trying to come up here to retest this gap for real at 0.1 at 1 penny. That's where she should be working her way to get up to. I mean, you zoom out and look at the bigger picture. You make more money that way. You might have to be in the trade longer to wait for it to get those places, but oh my gosh, up to there, that's 170-something% just for it to go up there and confirm. That's a good play. Now you see how this megaphone, this little trend line here, just kind of lighten the way. It just puts a little, opens the field before us. Doesn't mean we'll touch that little booger, but definitely tells me we can. Nice moves on those moving averages. Nice moves from the moving averages. What else are they going to do? Nice flips and everything going on here. This one looks good. Take a look at Doge. I think I might need to give Cassie a break. She's been out there for a while. Let me bring my other side chick on there. Hey, baby. I see ya. Anyway, look at Doge over here on Binance. And it was on the daily, right? We're talking about the daily. Ah, right there they are. There's the culprit. Oh, and she's above. It's above, right? 800 and 600, and she came back and talked to Lucy. So this is the 800 moving average. This is the 600 moving average. And sounds crazy, but they tell me ever since I started using those, man, these markets have started, these bigger moving averages with my 5 moving average system, it's just opened up so much for me. It really has. And it looks like a lot. It's a lot of spaghetti on the chart, I guess. A lot of times, but I keep them on there. If I don't, I'll forget about them and then won't ever talk about them. And they have a lot to tell me. I'm gonna adjust some of these guys for this time frame here. I won't really see a use for you. Again, most of the altcoins, I do see them being in their correction. If we were to do this from our fibs, we got a nice deep correction. Looks like an 886. Yeah, deep ass correction right there. 886 pullback like that one, well, we want to look at. That's a pretty easy one to remember, honestly. You might get a little alpha right here. Well, you want to keep your eye on that 886 on the other side, on the flip side. What? Can't be that easy. Just keep your eye on it. And we've got our 618 coming in right here. We're going to expect some turbulence right here. This, oh, you purple. That will definitely be a place that they'll have a lot of stuff going on. A lot of reasons to look there. We'll take the fib off. It's also our 236 fib from a bigger pool, so that's kind of our testy area. And it's done pretty good. It seems like it tested it before it lost it with an M pattern. I think, Elliot, you want to spell out the 5? Can you see the 5 waves, Elliot? I'm sure you can. I hope you can. Do you? Oh, guy, you're on the bigger trip. Elliot's on a bigger trip. 4 hour. Can you do it for us on the 4 hour? Because I don't want to drop. There you go. There we go. Okay. You count these weird sometimes, Elliot. But anyway, you got your A, B, C. You counted that one weird too. Anyway, correction here. I think there's a couple ways you can look at that. We're okay. It's already started. It's already started. We already started going into how many different Elliott wave options we could look. That's why we don't do Elliott wave here. That's why we don't. That's why I don't do. Okay. We'll go down this rabbit hole and sit here a whole hour debating on what it just did and still not get to what it could do. So, in essence, what that means. Sorry, I'm not poking fun at Elliott wave people. This is. It only happens in my alternate universe. That's too. We're looking on a double bottom shape down here. I was hoping we were kind of looking for like our big. I think we're just still starting this little new thing we got going on down here. That's good. Well, that's basically bullish. So I'd be looking at 21 cents out of this little guy for Doge. It'd be on my radar. Right in here is some contention. So when we start getting around 20 cents, it'll be a little fuzziness there. Right around 21, I really do believe right here in this little area will be someplace to watch. Yeah, you got that little area. I'll be coming up to retest that. And since we already have these other areas crossing there, that looks like it's got a little bit more stronger wall to work through. We may have to come back and do something before it breaks through again. That's what I get from that. Brave fans, welcome to the fan club. Thank you very much. Thank you for that. I am trying to put some more content over there, and what I'm doing, and what I did recently, and I'll do some more recently. Because we have our chart school over there. We can still have that, but I've went over the basics I've went over what I do for the most part, and I can throw some other stuff in there. Especially as it comes relative. Oh my gosh, can we not do this over in the members area? But I think that, oh man, I forgot. They came out as shorts. It came out as a short, but there's one about mastering stop loss. It's just a little 2-minute video over there, but I put that over there, and then it'll gradually, like in a week, next week or something, leak out to the rest of YouTube, but it at least goes there. But I am putting some other stuff over there. Keep some value added, because I appreciate you guys supporting me that way. I want to make sure that there's something of value over there. And chart school, if we get requests to start it up again or anything like that, or do any kind of certain topics, I'm happy to do that. But I basically laid out all the stuff that I use every day to navigate the market, okay? And that's really what it was about. And we can go over what other people do, but it's best if they go over it, that they use it all the time. But I can show you how other things work and other ideas and concepts and things. But what I use every day seems to be what I use every day, and it works. It works for me anyway. All right, so there's no more altcoins in there to look at. Is that what you're saying? Look at you, Stacks. You getting some bounce here, Stacks. So now Doge is interesting, and they say it's a front runner for the bull market, for the bull runs, that it would move first, and that used to be one of the indicators people would look at back in the day. Of course, that was back before we got millions of other meme coins hitting the market. So now I guess the general rule is that memes start running first. And what I would really recommend everybody to focus on is you probably want to look at your layer ones, especially Ethereum, Solana, and then some other layer ones, and then from there maybe some DeFi coins. I'm gonna start looking at some of those mid-market cap coins, because and top 100s, they're going to be the first ones that kind of move. Of course, you always got your Degen plays, but your Degen plays play out the best, the very best, toward the wee end, all those little guys. So you don't want to go too hard on them at the beginning, or you're just sitting there holding a bag while everybody else is watching everything else go up, and then you go up at the end, or your real big comes up. So I mean, these things kind of pop off in traditionally in a little bit of a sequence, and I think that's still going to hold true here. And we also got to pay attention to the narratives. DeFi will be a hot one, because that one's all about money, baby. You follow the money, and of course the real world asset. But man, they've got a lot of hype and a lot of stuff to figure out over there. And of course, anything related to stable coins, and it's hard to imagine how to trade stable coins, but some of these platforms related to it might be worth getting into. Oh my God, are we turning down the lights tonight? Don't marry your coins, people. I'm gonna do some solid charting. Let this message hit home.
Take a breath and see. Not every high is your destiny. You're the captain, don't drown in her waves. Crypto love's fickle, but your heart can be saved. Don't marry your trades, let the candle fade. The market's a siren with a price to be paid. Hold your soul steady when the FOMO calls. In the dance of the market, don't risk it all.
Man, that's a big old scam wick. What was that? Moving averages.
You chase the green in the midnight glow.
Anybody else feel horny? I'm sorry. I don't know where that come from. Well, turkey's got his back. We're being stupid. 80 cents don't mean to anybody. We're at 70 cents right now. I can see 80 cents come to picture for stacks. Haven says, I bought dog this morning, but just because I don't own any other coins or anything on Bitcoin. Now, I don't know that was dog to the moon. Let's take a look at dog go to the moon. It may have been the same one. Let's just double check. Okay, it may have been. It looks the same. I do have this one. I believe it is. Yeah, I believe it's the same thing. Come on, baby. Come on back up here. I want to see it get back over here 8 or 9 cents. And I mean, I'm not doing anything with mine until it does. Oh my gosh, 12 cents would make daddy happy right there. Woo, lordy, baby. Where PC guy says, I'm a lot lighter in bags than I was, but I played the smaller ups and downs just to keep small colors positive cash flow. It's been horrible trading dogs for the past 6 months. Just kind of reinforces that lesson, take more profits. And that's a lesson I have to keep. I still still keep screwing it up. I mean, I think I'm taking good at the time, but when in retrospect, I'm like, you should have took a lot more. And it does make me think back to a mentor I had, and when I finally realized what he was doing, and I mean, he was very much all out. He wasn't one to hold long-term hold much, I don't believe. And he would just be more of an in and out kind of guy with larger spot sums. Didn't use leverage at all. Did it all spot with big bags. Big old cojones bags, I believe. Joe Morrison knows more about him than I do. Not sure if Pointer works anymore, says Joe. Not sure if you saw Jerry the Turtle. Yeah, I noticed it was up today. I was looking at my Coinbase portfolio today. Jerry the Turtle. Well, for some reason, I was thinking you was up. It's like you're just still sideways there, Jerry. This one was an interesting one. It did, was it back over here in May? I forgot. When you guys brought it to my attention, and I think we mentioned it before, and or it was brought up before. I don't think I charted it, but it's brought up before. I think when it was down here, when you guys were trying to give us a heads up about it. Moonbag that little guy, because it did good, and so I've got a little moonbag of it, and here it is at the bottom. Might be a good time to add to that moonbag if I wanted to try to make another play on it. I think I'm good on it, really, just to see what it is. Maybe if I take profit on something else, I might roll some over. But she's on a nice little bottoming area here. Well, let's go measure that little guy. Whip out the old fib 786. Yeah, that's holding pretty nice. It doesn't have to come to the 886. It doesn't have to. It can. Anything can happen, but this deep retracement seems to be holding here, making some nice little bottom signs there. I don't know if we can yet. I don't feel comfortable putting I can do that. I can go with that one. It's got a lot of little touches right there for a trend line. And in that case, well, we're kind of bearish on it. So it's still got some work to do here. That's on the 4 hours. Come down to smaller time. Well, 4 hour wasn't moving averages like. Not enough history to do too much. Technically, these guys are bearish, but it's trying to catch here. And honestly, it's kind of hard to. I think it's got a good chance of holding, but I may be wrong. Maybe it goes for a deeper retrace over the next month, over the next few weeks or something. But it looks like it wants to hold. You still have a lower low, so we got to be on watch. If it's going to do something, we should see it do it quick with all the other altcoins to get an idea. And what I'd be looking for is for it to come up and touch this trend line, get beyond this trend line, reclaim this, any of these upward signs. So she's just kind of in limbo at the moment, my personal opinion. She ain't doing nothing. That's bearish. She's got some bearish little signs here, but it doesn't mean that she's going to drop. I don't yet see the sign that she's getting ready to drop. Losing losing this guy at 0.0, what is that, 87.90, 87.7 right through, but losing that Fibonacci again, yeah, that make our ears perk up, but she loses it and regains it a lot too, so we will have to see how she holds here. That would suck to drop. We don't want her to drop. I'm gonna put that on there. I think she's got a chance to hold. Where PC guy says, say it has some utility, just considering the speed of the network, but we'll see how actual adoption goes. Yeah, you never know. They got to have a lot of building over there too on that. Something utilizing. It does sound promising. I was very disappointed on how it dropped so low, and I was like, it's supposed to be good, dude. I blame it on all the damn tokens. Too damn many tokens. always liked the song, but I'm probably late and I don't know which one we're talking about. VVS Finance released its first AI agent in beta. Second no coin through at least yet. Kara on Kronos. 2 days. Kara? Is that it? Here is Barry, and I can't remember what it was doing. This is on the 1 hour, so I can't remember if it was testing, or if it was around the trend line, or if it had already broke out of the trend line when we looked at it, or what. Let's see, it probably was already broken out by the time we drew that. But that one's, you know, she tried. She's getting above over here. That's Barry, though. I think we looked at last night. What'd you say? And it was Kara, is that right?
No rush, no fear, I set the tone. Noise fades out, I claim my throne. Seduction calls, I stay in command. Calculated art, let the lesson land. Step into calculated art.
I was looking for
Wrist stays low, watch
a website.
no greed, no fall, feel the beat ignite. Calculated art, rise to shine.
So maybe they don't need it anymore. Oh, I'm not going to do that. So is the AI bot is on Telegram or something? Fan token for... Because they got a Telegram. Or maybe it's just... If they were going to do Telegram, though, I would think that would be questioning why they wouldn't use Ton.
Candles like the risk, keep it 2%.
What the hell is that? This is Care against Crow, right? 25,000 Crow. Is that's right? Market cap on this guy is... Nope. You're reading that right. This is $25,000. Price US is what? What you got me looking at? What's going on? The market cap is $25,000. Wait a minute. That's the token price. I'm not getting it. What am I looking at here? What am I looking at? Yeah, the price is $25,000. The market cap is also $25,000. Fully diluted market value is $25,000. Is there only one coin? What the hell? I wanted to see something about the tokenomics. Oh, here we go. What's this? What's this down here? No. It's created. The pair's created 7 months ago. You got to be over here. Nope. They don't got no information on it. But that's too rich for my blood. That's crazy. They're saying the same thing over here. On Gecko Terminal, market cap is 25. Okay. Well, anyway, just looking at it here on the 4 hour. And she went up to 38,000. She's at the she tapped the 3/8 or the 236 right there. So 59 is definitely doable. That would kind of be that $59,000 area. But when she gets going, she can take some high spikes. So I wouldn't rule out this $118,000 area. I wouldn't rule it out in case it gets some motives behind it. If there's very few coins, which there obviously is very few coins. Then they can move with the right height behind it. That's a nice little bear trap idea. That when you can identify those, a lot of times this is the results you get if you can identify them with the trend lines. That's a nice move. Bravest fan says, why the heck am I not sub to Trade Intuition? Error corrected. There we go. Got new subs, Joe. Loaded lines ticker. Haven says, yeah, we nailed that berry. Road Dog, I hope you got a little. I sure did. I mean, I picked up just a little bit of it. I wanted to take a play on it. I like the market cap. I thought it looked like something to actually kind of hang on to for a little while. For what I'm willing to lose on it. Haven says, Kara is very new. Sorry, I don't know more. Probably looking up more than I been using it through the VPS stat. I haven't been on that in a long time on that Crow app, Crow wallet. I need to look back over there. I was playing around with it when it first came out, and they didn't have a whole lot. I'm sure they got a lot more now. Jose's going to call it a day. It's another one of those tiring days. I feel tired today too. All right, so I see no. I don't think I'm. Sanford and Son. Yeah, I love that show. I always says, damn, hadn't heard Rocket Song in a while. I know, it's kind of sad, isn't it? Hopefully we can get more of that. I like it when numbers go up. Poor PC guy says, I admit I wasn't paying enough attention this month, but I saw the same move, moonbagged. I was very happy that you saw that move too. That was a good move. Yeah, I've got a spot margin play on that, and I was like getting disappointed because that bag just shrunk up. Now it's starting to get back up there. But I was getting pissed at a lot of my altcoins. Some big company is investing in, say, I forgot the exact name. We'll probably look at. I remember World Liberty Finance was. I remember hearing something about that fairly recent, like just in the past week or so. That's Trump's thing. Take a look at SWE, which is at 281. Nice. You were 230, 235, and that was a nice. Making a little flag here above the 200 moving average on the 1 hour. That's promising. So all these moving averages flipped bearish over here. You know, it was a process. Things were doing good. They started losing them. They got over here and they flipped. And it's the same thing over here. Before they flipped, what did they do? They spread out, right? They start spreading out like this, and then they start trying to work on flipping the other way. Well, now we're seeing the first stages of this where they spread it out, and now we're trying to work on formulating a bottom and potentially trying to flip them back around again. And you see it happen more and more on the smaller time frames that you go a little quicker, but sometimes it can take them a minute to flip, right? So we're either at the beginning stages and trying to do one, and maybe this one will stay down here for a while, or she may be continuing to continue to expand out, so we can't rule that out either. Remember, she just got started over here, right? And keep in mind, that was a pretty quick flip, but this one took a while. That one took all of January to April. And to get there from there was November to January. So they can take a couple of months. Or from April to May, just as little as 1 month. And maybe we'll see something shorter like this on this, and double bottom down here. Given what I'm seeing with altcoins, I think that's more likely the case, but we gotta be aware, man, that sometimes things can happen. No official breakouts or anything just yet, just a possible flag trying to form there, and it could be that, but it could also very well be come down here and make some kind of double bottom, so we don't get too all flag to the upside. Good, that's above the 200. That's promising. It hasn't quite made it above the 50 moving average yet, though. At 0.5, and that's the crucial area. It could be. Do you got bearish? You even have bearish divergence there. It could be that it's rejected there and can come down. Just saying, it's a possibility. In these situations, what I like to look for is the trend line that we have, and right here, and it hasn't crossed that, so we'll entertain it as a flag idea until it says anything different. But you may just go sideways for a little bit. Striker says, yeah, I'm exhausted of these. Man, I've been terribly exhausted. Maybe I think it's my sleep patterns too. I know that has a lot to do with things, but gosh darn it. Jeez, just feel drained a lot. And then it's hot as hell outside, so you can't get out and do anything, you know, can't get out and get any good exercise because have a heat stroke. Been crazy around here. Maybe it's this, maybe it's the heat. We had a cool spring. Did I read your mind? BartCoin's doing something kind of interesting there. 108. Since we're looking at meme coins, because meme coins seem to pop off first. A lot of times, trying to come back into this, reclaim that trend line that you lost, that could be bullish AF. It's a crappy trend line that I got drawn right there, though. Not the most solid trend line, you might already be back in it. I mean, it was good down here, and then she started fuzzing it over there, and it got fuzzy over here. I guess we need to... I mean, technically, I think you're back in. I'm going to clear all of that out. I'm not sure that you made your ABC yet. Maybe. That's pretty good. Where did you come down to? You didn't quite touch it. I look at you sideways, but also look at you just a tad bullish. Got any bullish divergence here going on between these guys? You do. Okay, good. Okay, I'll let that be in your favor for why you didn't touch my 618. Sometimes I like my 618 touched, stroked very gently. And it's like you just looked at it and ran the other way. I just found it kind of offensive. I'm just sharing with you, BartCoin. I mean, come on, man. So some rounding went on over there. Let's keep our eye on BartCoin here. Let's see if we can hit that 132 area. Can you do it? That's the 618. It's got a better area right here, about 122. Let's see what we can get there. Well, I wouldn't mind to see you just go on up and trying to knock out this guy. Try to come up here around 146, but I got my eye on 123 right now for BartCoin, which is at what, 106 right now. That's not too bad. 15%, not fantastical either, but moving averages are looking interesting here. And also, if you entertain this other idea, don't roll your eyes. You see it coming. Just opens up a world of possibilities, man. What if we got up to? What if we did get back up to around $2.64 with BartCoin? We've done it before, back in January. That crap can happen. Can't tell me it doesn't. Happened right here. It went crazy. From 74 cents to 2. That was crazy. BartCoin. That's where everybody started loving it. And then it dumped on everybody's asses. Nobody wanted to touch it. 28 cents. When was that? February, March? Liberation Day. What'd you do, BartCoin? I think you were the strong ones on Liberation Day. Oh my God. What's that say? We're going to come over to Tokenmetrics real quick, because a lot of people don't get to see this because it's a subscription service. So I'll let that be a benefit of my show here. We can take advantage of whatever it says over here. Seems like the most trending coins right now, Banana S31 is what it says. MGO, SWE, and Arrow. I don't know what the news is for Arrow, what's gotten it tripped up, but it's been doing pretty good lately. Those bags have been doing a little bit better. So it thinks that as far as trader grades though, which usually means that the prices are already kind of up anyway when they're kind of up over here. But traders, you're trying to go with momentum, right? So often I'm disappointed when I come over here and I chart something. I say, well, it's already popped off. I'm looking for, you know, I'm not always looking for the same setups that they're kind of saying are hot. But let's take a look at some of these, like syrup. What's so special about you? I had pancakes on the thumbnail last night. Holy damn it, look at you. Went from 41 cents to 58 cents. Can't bitch about that too much. Got a stray Fibonacci over there. Channel idea. Still got this little idea. Looks like that was still kind of some resistance. Man. Part of me thinks that it might be able to go to 72 cents. So far, that part seems to be having a little edge on this. If we can just break out of this, past this trend line here. What does that look like? You trying to do it? You trying to do it? Trend lines, we got one. We got two, and that's the best way to track these little guys. When she breaks those trend lines, think, duck. Something's happening. But right now, she's trying to go strong and parabolic. Are you really trying to get up there? You got another target before you. I know you do. Where's that 0.5 at? Where's that 0.5? Where's your... Wait a minute. What do we got here? I got conflicting fibs now. Oh, you're here. I digress. I'm saying 69 cents. That's high. From this high down to the next, to the low, which was right immediately below here. So that's where I pulled my fibs. I don't know what happened over there. Maybe I was on a bigger time frame and just took the whole thing into account. I don't know. Always gotta go back and check. Might have been drunk when you're doing your TA. Right now we're at the 0.5 where we should be getting some rejection. So perfect. If we can make it past here and it's trying, that's a good sign. That's a good sign. And come down to Zamara time frame, like the 15 minutes. She's trying. She's got signs of parabolic. So a little bit more reasonable target here, 69. It's going to 69. You know it will. That's what we got. Perverted market makers, and they love 69 for some reason. They do. I swear, they do. Wait and see if Bitcoin don't have a hiccup and hang around at 169. Wait and see if 169 doesn't be a big target for Bitcoin. People will be talking about it. Another one is doing pretty good is Uniswap. DeFi play, making a nice little comeback down here. I think it's nibbled on all the little areas we're looking at there. Don't need you anymore. Don't need you anymore. Don't need you anymore. You hit that one and got retraced. That's the 0.5. That's the main one we got to see get past. So we're still waiting to see what happens there. If it gets past that, man, we need to go toward $88 and above. Little wiggle room areas. Maybe we go a little higher. I ain't gonna bitch about you if you do. Moving averages look like they're trying. We're all trying. They're all on the 4 hour. They're trying to flip. Some of them are a little bit ahead of others, and they're running a little faster and being a little stronger, and then some are still a little bit behind. And they'll come around too. Don't know if they'll be as strong of a move, but I'm liking what I'm seeing out of these altcoins. It makes me want to come back to Total 3, or maybe let's go to others. I haven't looked at others in a minute. represents most of the altcoins we got here. Everything outside the top 10 altcoins, and man, we bounced. Reclaim this guy. Broke out of this trend line. I mean, the V shape. Usually the word recovery follows that. I think you're the wrong color. There we go. So it'd be nice to see about another 20 billion come in over the next day or two. But then we're heading up to areas where, you know, I mean, there's some bearish things headed up here. So I highly recommend over the next couple of days, if your positions, if you start doing good, go on, try to get paid and collect some of that stable coin or Bitcoin, but stable coin probably, so you can deploy it later. And hopefully I'll be able to execute on that well too. That is my game plan as well. Because most likely when we do these things, especially these little V-shaped cover, sometimes we might come back down for another leg. This is the summer. Do not forget, it is summer. Low liquidity, not that many people. Everybody's got other stuff to do, other stuff to pay for. So it's also a good chance to take advantage before September, October, November come in, and we'll have some good times there and there when we have our lows in the market too, probably. But that seems to be when more of the pump does come in for altcoins. Crow, what are you doing? You're at 8 cents. That's a pretty decent place to buy Crow. Anywhere under 10 cents, if you're into Crow, is a pretty decent buy. You got down as low as, woo, you went to 7.8. And I do add to my little Crow bags over on Osmosis. She's got some little stuff to figure out here right now. Nice, there we go. That's what we need right there. Okay. That 0.5 is what we need to pay attention to. And it can make a good target, but that's when I'm really gauging the strength of this move, whether it's going to come back down here, go lower. So coming back to 9 cents is kind of important for us right now. And we're testing our 236 area now too. It looks like she's still got a little bit more struggle here, but this is a good place to accumulate this little guy. Bitcoin is hanging out at $106,400, continuing to make its little higher highs and higher lows, and you can see the scallop forming now, the little rounded shape forming right here. And that can be good. It can be a little bit of a top signal too, so it's a little tricky right now. It could turn into something good and strong, or it could be just, I'm so freaking tired. Again, 107.9, right in that area. Should also line up with this little area right here. So between 105, 107.6, 108, right in that little area. That's where I'm kind of looking that we might be able, we might start seeing a little bit of a pullback there. Or maybe we just continue to just keep on slowly going. I'm not going to bitch about it either way. I'm just trying to take profit. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get paid as this goes up, little by little, little. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for hanging out with me tonight. I really appreciate it. Altcoins are looking kind of nice at the moment. We can breathe easy a little bit. I wouldn't say breathe easy, but we can breathe better than what we have lately when we were down here. Nice looking signs. It's starting to look better. So we got some things that we need to go up. It could get a little bit more bullish, or we might start chilling out starting later tonight or tomorrow. So that's what we're looking at. Bitcoin dominance did lose that level, so that's a good sign that maybe we will get that little thrust up. I just don't trust Bitcoin dominance. I don't trust it at all, but it was nice to see that. Nice to see altcoins giving us a little back. We talked about that possibility earlier, that it looked like it could, and that we need to probably get paid. Get paid. You don't have to take it all, but we got to start working on getting some of it. You gotta, that nasty fiat, collect that stable coin a little bit. Start building a stable coin bag is what we should be doing instead of chasing. They want us to chase. And they will set us up for the weekend, and we'll see what they try to do then. Guys, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. We're going to the end stream, probably listen to a few songs, and then say goodnight, John Boy.
I used to drown my demons when the market crashed, Tosha sinking low, leaving me thrashed, accounts of shadow, pulling me to sin. But I stay sober, fighting from within. Oh, crypto sober, gripping my soul, rising through the red, taking control, pour me resolve, let the hope ignite. Crypto sober, my saving light, yeah. Dips cut deep, I wrestle the urge, whales in the dark, testing my nerve, accounts my anchor, holding me tight, sober through the storm, reclaiming my fight. Oh, crypto sober, gripping my soul, rising through the red, taking control, pour me resolve, let the hope ignite. Crypto sober, my saving light, yeah. Every crash I face, I stand my ground. Satoshi's whisper, a saving sound, hold my will. Redemption's call, crypto's my strength, saving my all.
Well, that's kind of ballsy, but I think you're good.
Crypto sober, gripping my
Price-wise,
soul, rising through the red.
for Crow, you got the double bottoms there in that 0.5. If she does drop, I'd expect maybe just right 0.08, 0.081 to whatever's technically what I got. And your stop loss is right around, or liquidation is right around here. And you've also got the trend line idea, which is coming right there. So, given that we do the 3 humps and a dump thing, I think you're safe on that. I would probably still put a stop loss at 0.0. I don't know if I go with that number right at 8 cents, maybe a little bit below, because that's a psychological number. They might come down to get that. Who knows? Wicket down shouldn't. I think you're.
Markets tremble as war drums pound. Israel and Iran shaking the ground. Trump unleashes more on Ford's core. Traders clutch coins through the uproar. Oh, crypto war blazes tearing through the fray. Chops plummet in the heat of the day. Gripping my stack as the bombs explode. A crypto war blazes rising through the load. Yeah. News rockets south, prices crash and sway. All coins tumble in, the battles play. Ford's rubble fuel Fools the panics rush, traders forge ahead in the fiery crush. Oh, a crypto war blazes, tearing through the fray. Chops plummet in the heat of the day. Grip my stack as the bombs explode. A crypto war blazes, rising through the load, yeah. It ain't me quitting when the market bends. It ain't me breaking when the war descends. Hold my ground, crypto's my fight. Through the blaze, I claim the night. Oh, crypto war blazes, tearing through the fray. Charts plummet in the heat of the day. Grip my stack as the bombs explode. A crypto war blazes, rising through the load, yeah. Crypto war blazes fading to the dawn, rising from chaos where the strong march on. Oh yeah, keep me roaring. Crypto war blazes fading to the dawn, rising from chaos where the strong march on. Oh yeah, keep me roaring. Crypto war blazes fading to the dawn, rising from chaos where the strong march on. Oh yeah, keep me roaring. I've been stumbling through a market's cruel turn. Altcoins are crying, left out to burn. Wallets bleeding dry in the dust and shade. Holding my ground where the hope's been frayed. Oh, all coins are crying, tearing at my soul. Drawdowns ripping through this endless hole. Cleaning my stash neath the market's glare. All coins are crying, a fight so rare, yeah. Bitcoin's rain leaves my coins in the cold. All coins are crying where the love's grown old. While it's a flicker, barely holding fast. Scraping for life in a world so vast, oh. All coins are crying, tearing at my soul. Drawdowns ripping through this endless hole. Cleaning my stash neath the market's glare. All coins are crying, a fight so rare, yeah. Every plunge I take, I rise through the pain. Satoshi shadow, a lonesome refrain. Hold my spirit, face my flame. All coins my war, calling my name. All coins are crying, tearing at my soul. Drawdowns ripping through this endless hole. Cling to my stash neath the market's glare. All coins are crying, a fight so rare, yeah. All coins are crying, fading to the light. Holding my faith through the longest night. Oh, oh yeah. Keep me steady, keep me steady.
The fever's taking hold. Oh, my pulse thunders a wild heart plea. All coins flicker, they're calling to me. War shadow trembles, my senses ignite. Craving the chaos, I lose my fight. Crypto fever, it scorches my soul. All coins pull me, I lose control. I quiver with one, break every vow. FOMO's embrace consumes me now. My skin prickles with a reckless thrill. Hype siren song, it bends my will. War drums pound, my heart's ablaze. I plunge headlong in a dizzy haze. Crypto fever, it scorches my soul. All coins pull me, I lose control. I quiver with one, break every vow. FOMO's embrace consumes me now. Oh, my breath hitches, the charts explode. Desire surges down a reckless road. Every spike tempts, I shed my fear. A FOMO temptress, I draw near. Crypto fever, it scorches my soul. All coins pull me, I lose control. I quiver with one, break every vow. FOMO's embrace consumes me now. The fever's taking hold. FOMO queen, I'm lost in the flow.
Thank you everybody for hanging out. Time to say good night, John Boy. See you tomorrow night. Good night, John Boy.